I got to talk about this if this is still something. Oh my God. Lord have mercy, baby Jesus. Baby Jesus in the manger. I gotta get this clip of Jada. I gotta get this clip. Dude. Jesus, I want to play this. Man, listen. We all remember when Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars, right? And we all remember that that Chris Rock told a joke about Jada being bald headed, and Jada giving that infamous eye roll at Chris Rock, and her looking over at Will like, oh, so you just, she gave him that look. Oh, so you just gonna let him talk about me like that? And Will got up, risked his career, slapped the dog crap out of Chris Rock, and said, keep my wife's name out of your mouth, blah, 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 right? And everybody was like, yo, despite all the humiliation, Will Smith still stood up for his wife. And we admired Will a little bit while thinking he's crazy. And we were looking at Jada like, damn, man, maybe she'll see that bro really loves her and she'll get on the straight and narrow. And for a little while, Jada was kind of like, yeah, shit's good. My man stood up for me, blah, 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 right? And yeah, man, now, a couple years later, I guess Jada got tired of not being in the spotlight. But Jada is totally disowning Will over that situation. She's coming out like, we weren't even together. We haven't called each other husband and wife in ages. And he was wrong for doing that. Why did she come out with all this condemnation in the moment? Now, all of a sudden, she done flipped the script.
On Oscar night 2022, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock after Chris made a crack about Jada's hair.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll.
Right. Yeah, and I did that eye roll not so much for me, and I think this is really important, but the fact that there could be a jab at alopecia.
This woman is a demon. He talked about me. I rolled my eyes, but I didn't roll my eyes for me. When people talk like that, don't trust them. Kick them out your house. Don't be around them at all, because that is a person who is dealing with psychosis. The person shot a jab at me. It was a comedian. They take jabs at people all the time. But when I rolled my eyes in that moment, it wasn't because I was offended or hurt by it. When I looked at my husband like, you ain't gonna do nothing, it wasn't because I wasn't offended or hurt by it. It's because I felt he could take a jab at alopecia. This lady is a freaking diabolical liar.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Keep my wife's name
out of your mouth, right?
Y'all still married.
But now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
What viewers did not see at the time, while Oscar clips were being shown, was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
How unusual for Will, a guy who, on that kind of stage to do something so insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally out of character.
It's not him whatsoever.
And to Jada's surprise, she was also blamed.
You became the bad guy. Look what Jada made him do. Jada rolled her eyes, and look what he did. He ran up there and hit.
Let me tell y'all how I'm going to nuke this right now. If you wasn't offended, why didn't you just laugh at the joke? If you didn't want Will to get offended, why didn't you just laugh at the joke? If she would have laughed at the joke, everyone would have been like, oh, it's a joke. She ain't even taking it like that. That's how you know she's lying. Oh, I couldn't even take in his apology. But she wasn't offended. If you weren't offended, why did you need to be worried about Will to the point where you couldn't take in the apology? This woman is a liar, man. She's a straight fake skank. Lying. If you're not offended, you would laugh at the joke. If someone makes a joke on me, oh, you fat, I'm like, this nigga crazy. Right? I might talk some shit back, which is what a black woman would traditionally do, right? She was offended. She was hurt. She couldn't say anything about it, and she wanted Will to go up there and do that to bro. She didn't even stop him. Jada is weak as fuck. Stop it. She been weak. She ain't been cute since she played Peaches in Low Down Dirty Shame.
Yeah. Poor Will. That's what the narrative became.
Yeah.
She says that's because 2 years earlier, Jada discussed what she called an entanglement on her show, Red Table Talk.
My honest opinion about that is that narrative had more to do with the false narrative that I helped to create on the Red Table.
So poor Will because of
the adulterous wife.
Yeah.
Who forced him to go to the table and sit there, you know what I mean? And now look at what she's done. She has the power with an eye roll to make him go up and slap somebody on stage.
So that was from her point of view.
Jada has always had power over Will Smith because bro has been obsessed with her ever since she was getting smashed by Tupac. And Will was coming out, and let's be honest, he was selling more records than Tupac. And he's from Philly, and he got a little bit of street in him, and she bombed, and he low-key, I felt like he was a little bit in competition with Pac. But what he didn't understand was Pac saw Jada for what she really was, a damn hood rat. Will should have tried to go after Janet Jackson. He's a dumbass. I would have went after Janet. Will could have got Janet, bro. Will could have got Janet. Oh, yeah, but you know, these women, they love gay dudes. Will could have got Janet, man. But he chose this. He chose trash, bro. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you go skim the bottom of the damn ocean for critters. And she set this dude, man, this will be studied one day, how she destroyed this man's image diabolically for really no reason. Because if you're not happy, just get a divorce. Hollywood celebrities do this all the time. Your kid's been big and grown. If you're not happy, get a divorce. She's still married to him. And let me tell you something. The only reason she's married to Will is because of the name. That's it. If she goes back to being Jada Pinkett, ain't nobody gonna freaking, she won't even be able to nobody will answer her phone calls. But if she keeps Will's name on, people will say, well, that's Will Smith's wife. Out of respect, we still got to keep entertaining her and throwing her movie roles. Well, if she divorced him, she going to get paid out, Josh. She's still going to get the money. But what I'm telling you is that Smith on the bottom of her name, that's her claim to fame. That's her freaking meal ticket. That's all she got. That's all she got. But this girl, Jada, whoa. Man, if I was Will, I'd divorce her ass and go marry me a 25-year-old dude. That's the only way you can get back at a woman like this. Go get you a 25-year-old with a full head of natural hair, and I'm telling you, take her everywhere, Big Will. Take her everywhere, Big Will. You would be married to him if he had all that money. Why would I marry a man? That's stupid. I just think Will and Dwayne Martin hanging out. Who was that who said that Dwayne Martin stole their husband? Who was that? Was that Tisha Campbell? She reaped what she sowed with the sabotage of Martin. She got what she deserved for sabotaging Martin. I don't feel sorry for her at all. I don't feel sorry for her one bit.